Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a portrait of somebody that I have been watching over the years. I'd say at least 10 years I've been watching videos, and I really don't know too much about this person. Part of the reason is because they are a channeler. I'm going to be painting Esther Hicks, who channels for the entity Abraham. And so I'm quite excited. I think that, I'm kind of curious to see if anything sort of pops through or if it's just a big beam of light. I guess we will see. Still in my lovely new art studio, which is a little sparse, but the main feature is this artwork right here, a whole wall of greenery. All right, I hope you're having a good day wherever you are when you catch this, and let's have a lovely relaxing time painting Esther Hicks today. I'll see you on the page. All right, let's get started. I remember when I discovered Esther and Jerry Hicks. Actually, there were a couple of false start introductions. My friend in Australia, Ben, he had given me some CDs. And it took me a long time to get around to listening to them. I listened to a couple. I wasn't ready. And then I discovered Esther on my own when I was in Philadelphia years later. So I was listening to Hay House Radio. At the time I was working at a visionary mosaic art museum, the Philadelphia Magic Gardens, and I had a lovely long walk to and from work every day. It was 45 minutes each way, 45 minutes to an hour. So I listened to a lot of great audio material on those walks, and I heard an ad for one of Esther Hicks's workshops, and it was so full of energy and wisdom and conviction. There was something in her voice that was very commanding and also lighthearted that I was really intrigued. And so from there, that's when I started searching for more material and tuning in. And thank goodness for YouTube, I just found a bounty of never-ending playlists and YouTube videos. And if you're watching this and if you know who I'm painting, then I'm sure you've been down the same rabbit hole. And what I just love about Abraham Hicks is that with all the different questions that people bring to the workshops, the answers are pretty much the same, but they're spoken in a different way for each different person, but it's essentially the same thing. Feel good to feel good. Life is to be enjoyed. It's all about growing, and there's exhilaration in that, and even in the most contrasting situations, there's a lot of fun to be had. I would say that Abraham Hicks has really helped me to change my mind about some sticky situations that I might have felt really down and out about. Should I stay in this relationship? Should I leave this job? Should I move? What can I do to make more money? any question I've ever had, there's been a solid answer that resonated. And I might listen over and over to the same topic, but still find new wisdom. So it's been a tremendous support in my life. I would love, love, love to see Esther Hicks in person at one of her workshops, or they do these amazing cruises. I think that would be so much fun. Someone is using an angle grinder outside. There's a little bit of contrast. It's a beautiful summer's day and the birds are out and the cicadas are out. And the angle grinders are also out. Alright, so I'm going to go into the energy of Esther Hicks, and it is just glorious. It's like a waterfall. Very high energy. Of course, and I got an image of her as a 5-year-old in a very pretty dress with, hold on a moment, let's see if I can close the window. Alright, I closed the window, and of course they stopped doing their work anyway. Alright, I was saying that I was seeing a vision of Esther Hicks as a 5-year-old in a very pretty dress, and it has lots of folds in it, like creased, pressed folds. It's quite boxy actually, and there's a bow at the back. It's almost like crepe paper, or like it's paper because it's starched and it's so crisp. And she's sitting down, sort of like on the curb. You know how you dress up a kid in something beautiful and they just sit on the floor, like in the grocery store or something, and no concept of, you know, keeping it clean or whatever, but she's sitting down like on a step, like a brick step, maybe waiting to go to church. She's all dolled up. She feels a bit uncomfortable, and she has little legs and little knees. Yeah, it's like a pale pastel pink dress, and she looks like a doll. And there's some sort of awareness that she's observing herself, and that it's kind of well, she's delighted by this fancy dress that she gets to wear, and she's quite excited about the event. I do think that it's church or going to a communion or something like that. And she feels very proper, dressed up like the adults. I think that there's something she really... Okay, now that I can hear the angle grinder from a different window. I wonder why. Is that Jerry coming in to say hello? I don't think he would come in like as that sound. Okay, so there's something about this dress, and is it a pin? It's not a pinafore, but it's yeah, it's boxy. She feels really put together. She's excited about the sense of ceremony. That's what she's excited about. Something big is going to happen. Something exciting is happening, and everyone's dressing up. And she's included in that. And for this situation, she's not feeling like a child. She's actually feeling like she's getting a lot of very nice attention today. And part of it is because of how beautifully she's dressed. And this is a real treat. I am picking up that she was not from a family of means, that it was quite a modest, if not, yeah, very humble beginnings. And so this dress is sort of even more spectacular and unusual, that they scrimp and save week to week at this time. But there's still money for this beautiful dress, which comes out maybe once a year sort of thing. And because she's 5, it may be the only time she really gets to wear it. But there's such glee and delight. Look at my dress. Look at me. I'm seeing green pastures and Jerry's there. Great love of her life. She was genuinely grief-stricken and challenged to think. When Jerry passed, it really challenged her. I'm looking for the right word. Well, it caused her to really lean into her work, because that's where she found relief. When she was tuned in and channeling Abraham, that's where she was able to meet up with Jerry as well. And she successfully was able to find him. Jerry and Esther have had many lives together. There's an enormous bond of trust between them. And just so much joy, so much love, so much appreciation, so much growth. Okay, now I'm seeing Esther as a young woman in her 30s. I'm seeing her dressed up to go to work. And she's got like the matching, it's like a, not a power suit, but it's like the matching, the coordinates, the blazer and the skirt. And she quite enjoyed dressing up and getting into the role and the outfit for work, even though it was, could have been, I see her typing. I see her sort of curious about, she had many interests, but I see there's like an open question mark about her role in the scheme of things at that time. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, welcome back. So it appears that I was recording for quite a while. I thought I was recording for quite a while, but I wasn't, and that's fine. I don't think I was saying anything really groundbreaking. What I was picking up on was the pivotal time around when Esther started channeling Abraham. And that although she had some resistance at first, it really didn't take too much struggle to really step into the role and to understand her place in it, was to become a really relaxed vessel and an excellent tuning fork, an excellent flute to play the notes that Abraham wanted to play through her. In understanding that she was an excellent conduit for this information, she had to release any resistance about the previous ideas she had about her life. And the more that she was able to do that, the quicker she was able to realize that it really was the same thing. And she was fulfilling the dreams that she had for her own life. Wanting to be of service, wanting to be really useful, wanting to help people. She's very empathetic. And previously, I think she thought of herself as sensitive. But she came to understand that she was highly gifted and in tune and had a very broad palette emotionally, and her fluency in understanding different calibers of emotion, and she was inherently already perfectly primed for this. And she's just so open. You know, Abraham aside, she just seems like such a sweet, warm, loving person. Someone that you would just be so lucky to know. So, yeah, I'm feeling immense gratitude about that very formative time where she had to really trust herself and trust Jerry that this was a good idea, and just trust what she was feeling, because she knew that the benefits for others outweighed her own reservations. And that was the big challenge and gift for her life. It really was like stepping through a door. She did a quantum leap into another world. And once she was able to tune herself and really rely on techniques to stay there and to access that higher ground, it was very exciting. Very exciting. I'm really interested in getting some detail in her eyes. Wow, such beautiful, clear eyes. And of course, this is a watercolor sketch, and I'll spend more time refining the features, and I will post the finished product on my Instagram and Etsy. And all of the portraits that I do of public figures are available for purchase. Maybe not this one. I love Esther so much, I might keep this one. Just kidding. I have a couple of portraits that I've painted hanging on the wall of people that we knew, or we have Jasmine the cat, we have Justin, and it's so beautiful to see their eyes, make eye contact with them. It reminds the viewer of that beautiful connection with them, and I feel that it keeps the heart open, so that every time you think about that person, your heart is open and you have a warm feeling as if it's happening right now. I also have a portrait of Kamala Harris hanging up at the moment. And I love seeing her smiling face, seeing her laughing, because it makes it sort of a present tense moment and not something of the past. I hope that it's a future moment as well. All right, let's tune back into Esther for a moment. Really getting into her hair. I'm feeling that her hair is her crown. Oh, here comes the fridge. Thank goodness for the fridge. On this warm summer's day, I know I've got delicious fresh fruit in the fridge. Treat later on. So those are the kind of things I'm compelled to talk about with painting Esther. It's like, oh, what are we going to eat later? We have some nectarines. There's going to be some fun happening today. She just adores her grandchildren. Now, is there more than one? I know she talks about one of them. There could be more than one, but she adores children. She loves being able to look in their eyes and see the pure positive energy. That's just so easy and accessible and so present. Well, I look forward to spending more time on her eyes. They're very beautiful. Okay, I'm going to keep this pretty brief, I think. Just want to clear this up just a little bit. I keep going back to that image of her in her boxy dress, feeling so proud of herself when she was 5 years old. I love that. I really love that. I wonder if that was a time when she really felt in tune with herself, like one of the first moments where she felt very present in both worlds. That was a beautiful moment of marrying both worlds, of the physical and the non-physical, and having just such appreciation for where she was and the world that she was in, and feeling very excited to participate. How beautiful. She still has that childlike glee. There's a very wise knowingness as well, but there's just such a beautiful lightheartedness, like an excitement. And she just loves she gets a real thrill of surprising and delighting other people. She loves sharing joy so much. Vicarious joy is one of her favorite delicious things. Okay, so we mainly focused on her hair and her eyes. I can see that's mainly what you can see. And if I could move the camera around, you would see there's also a chin and some shoulders, but really this is the focal point, is her gorgeous smile. Well, thank you for tuning in. This was really fun, and sending you lots of love and laughter and, I don't know, pretty folded skirts? No, that's not what I'm sending. I hope that you feel really surrounded by moments that light you up today. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.